Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. This is part 2 of my Black Friday haul. I thought I could get it all in one video, but as I've been filming, I realized that no, I really can't. There's a lot of stuff that I got and I wanted to tell you about the prices I got them at and where I purchased them. So it's been divided into 2 parts and I'm sorry about the lighting because my lighting all of a sudden has been a little wonky and I've been trying to adjust as I go along. So if it's dark in different places, just bear with me. I'm trying to work on all of that and make sure the levels, so you can see things and it's not like artificially changed the colors. I don't want that to happen either. So please bear with me about that. And you'll probably see me change my outfit at some point because I'm still waiting for some of my Black Friday purchases. And I get my Colourpop order tomorrow. I'm filming this on Sunday. I can only film on weekends usually, and I'm going to try to sneak in to my office and film so my students don't see me during my office hours tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get that one filmed tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Last thing that I picked up from Ulta were the Colourpop butterfly palettes. I had my coupons, so I try to use coupons whenever possible. Did I need these? Oh, definitely did not need these, but they were so pretty. And so this first one is called Kimmie Butterflies. They do not have a mirror in them. The thing I don't like about these is that they do have those chunky eye glitters, which are not eye safe, which is a problem. All right, so there they all are swatched. The glitters, you have to be super light touch with them. They're almost always destroyed in store because they're so soft and they just spurt everywhere. They are going to get everywhere, which is the other problem I don't like with them. It can contaminate the other shadows. This one, I wasn't quite sure what the formula was. It's kind of a weird hybrid. It's not quite their shimmers, but it's not the glitters either. It doesn't have the chunks in it, but it was a little loose. It wasn't pressed as tightly. So there's some really pretty colors in there. I'm excited to try them. I'm going to wash my hands in between each of these though because of the glitter. The second one I got is called a Flutter. This one I have worn at least once. I had a lot of fun with it when I made it, so I'm going to swatch them for you. All right, so there they all are. I will say this one is basically like a foundation shade on me. You are not going to see it at all. It's just non-existent. This one did not want to show up very much at all either. That's a double swatch actually right down here. It was a little pretty light. This one swatched a little weird too. So while I do love the colors and I didn't try this row, but I do think for the 9 that or the 8 here that I will use, it wasn't bad. And I feel like you could work. They just need a little bit more work with those 2. All right, the last one that we have is the Butter Me Up palette. And this one, once again, is gorgeous. It's so pretty, all of the shades that are in it. All right, and there they all are swatched. The black swatched really nice. It does have those little tiny shimmers in it that it's kind of a matte with shimmers in it. These colors over here are just so beautiful. That silver is amazing. This white is really nice and as a shimmer. So yeah, pretty impressed with these, other than the fact that there's at least 2 in here that are not eye safe. There's probably more because some of them can be staining colors too, which it's great for an eyeshadow palette, right? You pressed pigment instead of eyeshadow because you're not technically supposed to use it on your eyes, although where else would you put it? Then I went and ordered from Besame because Besame was doing their Black Friday and they said if you order this palette, you get the book stand holder for free, and then you would also get their 15th anniversary tote and their and a special gift if you ordered Disney. So I was like, oh, I got the email. I immediately logged in and ordered. Well, this was the only thing that came. I contacted them and they said, oh, that's weird. We're nowhere in the email said that you had to do anything special. And they said, we'll forward it on and we'll find out what we can do. Well, I haven't heard anything back from them. I did email them again yesterday I wanted to give them time because I know that they're crazy busy with stuff, but hopefully they'll get me my free gifts because right now it's 30% off and I would have rather have gotten it for 30% off. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm not going to swatch this because I definitely just got this for the collector's value. This is what the case looks like. It's beautiful. Like, they always do absolutely beautiful work. So for these, they go into the Disney archives and they get to look at the original stills and the artist's work, and they get to recreate all of the colors that were used in the film, which is pretty cool. This one, unlike the Sleeping Beauty one, does not have, or the Snow White one, doesn't have like the ribbon to kind of hold it a little bit, make it easier to get to the actual palette. It does have information on the palette. And then inside, those are the shades. There's some lovely shades. There's a nice green, several nice greens for Maleficent and all of those. I'm very happy to have gotten this. This is the 1959 collection, so that's 60 years ago, which is kind of hard to believe. Like, I can't believe Sleeping Beauty is that old. From Colourpop, I picked up this set of the Disney designer lipsticks. I was planning to order 5 of them anyway because I already ordered 3 of them because I wanted the individual boxes, and then this was like $4 more than if I bought the whole set. So I was like, $4 more and I get 3 extra lipsticks. I'm going to do that. I have been loving these Lux Liquid Lip. It's a really cool formula. It's really nice. I love the Rapunzel one and the Belle one. They're really good, like more work appropriate shades. Cinderella is nice and bright. Aurora and Giselle, those are really fun. These are the 3 that I don't wear as much. Actually, Wonder Boy is good too. It's a good set. I would definitely recommend it for $44 if it's still on sale. Get this because you're going to get a wide variety of shades. They're going to be all good shades. Like, there's not really a bad shade in the bunch. There's no browns. There's no like really funky colors like you can get in some sets. I think they're all wearable shades. Maybe not everyday wearable, but still wearable shades. Then I picked up the Lovebirdtalat. I know there are 5 shades in here that are supposed to be not eye shade. I know that. And I know I shouldn't have bought it. And I know my friend is probably like, I just did a review on it and talked about how bad it was and you still bought it. Yes, I did because it's so pretty. And I know the 3 in the middle I'm not going to use. That's fine. I don't even care. I'm all about like these 2 and these 3. And this one I'm pretty sure is probably one of the non-eye safe ones. I will say right now, it really smells like chemicals, and I think that's the packaging. But yeah, it don't smell very good right at the moment. I'm going to swatch it because, man, that had like nothing, that first shade. That's just such a light wash. That's an interesting shade. All right, those are pretty. Those are pretty nice. So granted, I'm using the world's worst makeup remover wipes, like in the history of man, but look at my fingers and how stained those 3 are. Yeah, there's gonna be some staining with that, but those 6 are so pretty. I'm really excited about those. I'm not going to dignify the 3 chunky glitters with a swatch because they're not eye safe. You can't wear them on the eyes. So I'm just going to ignore that they even exist. And we're gonna move on to my last palette from this Colourpop order. I actually ordered this one, ended up ordering it twice because I wanted the vault of these, which I'm going to try to get in here and insert it somewhere. And it was sold out, so I ordered this one because it was like the only one that they had available. And then of course it came back in stock and I ordered the whole thing. But this is what it looks like. Since I'm already getting it in the other set, I don't feel bad about swatching this one. I'll just switch out the packaging. So that's what they all look like. I do like the layout that all of the shimmers are in the middle and they're gorgeous. Like, this palette is really pretty. Is it a complete eye look? No, I would need something to lighten it up a little bit, especially around the brow bone and such. But yeah, pretty nice. I'm kind of impressed with that. All right, I finally got my last order from Colourpop. This is the Dream Big Vault, and it's the monochromatic palette. So in here you have 6 palettes. I had to count for a second. It's quite large, and they go different ways, which makes sense, but it's also frustrating trying to hold it all up. So we will start with the palette that I just swatched, because I told you that I was getting it. Duplicates, so I just did swatch this one. I switched out, this is actually the one I just swatched. The other one I put in the new packaging, and I will pass that along or put it in a giveaway. That's what it looks like. Main squeeze. It's a really fun palette. Probably one that I will be very excited to play with. Then we have Orange You Glad. Reminds me of the Knock Knock jokes as a kid. This is what it looks like. I'm going to swatch it really fast and then I'll be right back. So unfortunately, I don't think this one is as good as I'm used to for Colourpop. I don't think you can see, but it's kind of performed weird. Like, they aren't pressed as well as previous ones that I had. And the glitter is kind of like, they didn't swatch as good as I was hoping. The shimmers, like, there's chunks on there that easily blew away. I had fallout all over my pants just from trying to swatch it. And that glitter, didn't want to stick at all. Like, it was sticking more to my finger than to my hand. So this is not, I don't think, their best palette. Not nearly as good as like the Main Squeeze one. The thing with Colourpop is they've been putting out palettes like every single freaking week. It's ridiculous. And I think sometimes the quality does not get out there when you're trying to get too many things. Man, and there's some staining in there. I'd be interested, I don't know what these are deemed as eye safe and which ones are not, but there's definitely staining. There's definitely fallout. I have glitter all over my pants now, like that is going to be embedded in them. Yeah, not impressed with the orange one. All right, moving on. In the middle, there are 2 palettes. There is Honey and Just My Luck. So let's look at the Just My Luck next. And they do all have this little thing to protect them. I guess maybe they have more fallout. I do like this one better because there are no glitters in there. I don't like glitter. One, if you watch Laura May Beauty, she's been talking about the sustainability of glitters and what it's doing to the environment. And so that part I don't like, but also they're not eye safe, and I don't want to lose my vision or damage my vision because I decided to wear a glitter on my eye. So I don't do glitters a lot. And if there's binding materials, like, a lot of the time I'm allergic to those. Anyway, I'm going to swatch this and I'll be right back. Well, this one is so good. Oh my gosh. This, like, chartreuse. Oh, I was like, when I swatched it, it swatched so well. This one was a little bit flaky like the last shimmers, but oh my gosh, such beautiful colors. Really nice. I'm really excited to try this one. I think this one is going to be like a super good one, unlike the orange one. Then we have Honey, and let's see, this one I know has a glitter in it. I just was watching Mascara Cakes talking about this, and she did an eye look with it. She loved the glitter, and I was like, no, there's glitter. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna swatch it and I'll be right back. All right, and there is what those all look like swatched. This one's better than the orange one, but the one shimmer, this one right here, didn't swatch very well. It was pretty patchy as well. This one is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm really enjoying the shades in this one. I think they did a good job on it. All right, we have 2 left. We have Blue Moon and It's My Pleasure. I do have the pink one. I can't remember what it's called, but let's swatch this one because this one I'm really most excited about. This is one that I have been eyeing since it came out shortly after they did the pink one, which was amazing, and I love that one. All right, and that's what they look like. Oh, they did such a good job. I love how some of them shift. This is like the Colourpop quality, why they became so big and so popular because this is such a good palette. Oh my goodness. I am so excited to try that one. You have no idea. I'm just giddy. All right. And then our last one is Blue Moon, and it's all the blues. I'm kind of excited. I love that the one is called Dabadi. Blue. So anyway, I will swatch it and be right back. All right, so there they all are. This one is gorgeous. This white one, Billie Jean, is really nice too. This Moonlight did not really want to swatch. That's like 3 layers built up, so it's really light, and I guess that makes sense. You need like light and shade and stuff, but it didn't swatch as well as the other ones. So that's the whole vault, and now back to the rest of the haul. We're gonna move on to Becca. I did put in a Becca Black Friday order. There's a couple things in here. First one is just like samples of different things, which I don't think I can use. They're like, I was like, oh, look it, there's a shade, but that's the primer. So these I'm going to pass along to someone else. Then I got 2 highlighters. This first one is, what is this one? This is the Golden Mint. I've been meaning to get this. I like to collect the special limited edition ones that are just gorgeous. Let's swatch it. I haven't swatched them yet. I've been so excited to swatch them. So beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about that. And then the other one that I got is the pig one, which was the New Year's one. And this one also has the fancy packaging on it, and it looks like a little pig. It's so cute. And there is that. And there it is. Oh, that one's really pretty. It's a little more subtle than the Golden Mint, but it looks super nice. I'm really excited about both of those. All right, last thing from Becca was this duo in it. And I was trying to get free shipping, which I think was why I ordered this, because it was going to be not that big of a difference. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. So this is the primer. I do like this primer. I've used it quite a bit. And then I got a little tiny blush. This is in the shade Songbird. It's kind of a more brownie, neutrally shade. Actually, that's quite pretty. I think that will be a nice blush. I forgot to mention on the Becca stuff, this was like $10, I want to say, for the set of 2, and then each of these were half price, so they were like $20, $19, which I don't mind paying that for these, especially because I collect them, but $38, I try not to purchase them when they're $38. All right, last few things are my Huda Beauty purchase. I only got half of my order in. I'm still waiting on the other half of it. Everything that I got was 60% off, which is why I purchased every palette that I don't have so far. So right now, the only palettes I need are the rich nudes, which I'll eventually get. It's too new, so it wasn't on sale. And then I don't have the Electric Obsession. So if you know of somebody who has it that hasn't used it, let me know. I would be really interested in finding that and purchasing it. I'm a little nervous to buy at different places online, but that's I want all of them now because I am that close. And I love her formulas. Oh my gosh, I love them. I picked up the neon. This is the only one that came in of the neons. I'm a little disappointed that the other ones haven't come yet. I know the neon green was kind of a disappointment for some people because there's not a lot of green in it, but I'm so excited for her shimmers because I absolutely love her shimmers. All right, so these are different than any of her other shadows that I've swatched. These seem like more of like maybe toppers. There's like this see-throughness to them. It's very interesting. Anyway, that's what they look like. I'm excited to try this palette. I might experiment with this palette over the holiday break, actually. All right, the next palette I got is one that's actually came broken. One of the shades came broken. So I'm going to hold it very carefully so you can see this one right here is shattered and it's kind of transferred to all of the other ones. This is the Gemstone Obsessions. I'm going to see if a friend wants to try to repress this or not. When I get my replacement one, they are sending me a replacement. I will swatch it for you in that video. Hopefully it will be there with the rest of my order as well. With that, like, they say to take a picture of it and send it in, and then they're like, oh, well, we need it with next to the packing order, and like, was there any damage to the outside box? And I was like, why didn't you put that in your website so that I could do, like, I would have done that and it would have been much faster, because they're overwhelmed with Black Friday as well. But yeah, so in the future, if you get anything broken from Huda, that's what you're supposed to do. Then we have the last one. This is Topaz Obsessions, and I swatched these, I guess. I don't remember wearing it. I think I was just like wanting to swatch something at home one day. I'm going to double swatch that like yellowy shade because it's pretty pale. And hang on while I finish. All right, so that's what they all look like. This is not my favorite, but it was $10 as opposed to $27, so I didn't mind picking up that one because I do love the purple and the ruby and the amethyst and the sapphire and the emerald. The topaz was like, nah, not as exciting to me, but I still think it's nice. All right, so that is my Black Friday haul as it stands right now. Anyway, I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful for each and every one of you who watches, and especially for those of you who comment. You warm my heart every time I read one of your comments. I hope you're having a fantastic holiday season, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye.